Today, we are gathered in this august chamber to hear the closing arguments on the issue at hand, whether ABS-CBN deserves to be given the special privilege of a franchise to operate and maintain radio and TV broadcasting stations in the Philippines. Two of our brilliant and eloquent colleagues, Deputy Speaker Dante Marcoleta and Representative Rufus Rodriguez, will speak before us to summarize the issues that have been discussed lengthily and exhaustively for the past 2 months. As held by the Supreme Court, and I quote, "A legislative franchise is a special privilege granted by the state to corporations. It is a privilege of public concern which cannot be exercised at will and pleasure, but should be reserved for the public control and administration, either by the government directly or by public agents, under such conditions and regulations as the government may impose on them in the interest of the public. It is the Congress that prescribes the conditions on which the grant of the franchise may be made, and thus the manner of granting the franchise to whom it may be granted, the mode of conducting the business, the charter and the quality of service to be rendered, and the duty of the grantee to the public in exercising the franchise are almost always defined in clear and unequivocal language." End quote. Before the Congress went on sine die last March, the House of Representatives unanimously approved my motion to allow our standing committees to continue holding sessions and meetings during the legislative break. The Majority Leader's motion was made precisely to allow the Committees on Legislative Franchises and Good Government and Public Accountability to continue their deliberations on all measures related to the application for the franchise of ABS-CBN Corporation, even while the House of Representatives was not in session. Nakinig po tayo sa panawagan ng sambayanan. The majority of our people are eagerly anticipating the decision of the House regarding the franchise application of this giant broadcast network. This issue, I must admit though, has deeply divided the nation, at marami po ang nagpahayag na gusto nilang magbukas muli ang ABS-CBN. Pero marami rin ang nagsasabi na huwag nang bigyan ng bagong pangkisa ang ABS-CBN. Both sides have valid arguments for or against the granting of the new franchise. Thus, despite the limitations brought by the COVID-19 pandemic, we attended to the call of duty and continued our discussion on ABS-CBN's franchise application. And for the record, the Joint Committee held 12 hearings. These hearings lasted an average of 9 hours per day. Some of the hearings even lasted past midnight, literally burning the midnight oil. For their hard work and perseverance, I salute the chairman and the members of the two committees, as well as the other House members who've attended the hearings so diligently. Let me also extend my warmest appreciation to all the congressional staff and House Secretariat who toiled with us in the trenches day and night. Pasensya na po kung hindi kayo nakabakasyon sa sine die break, but after we conclude our deliberation on the ABS-CBN franchise application, I pray that all House members who will vote on this issue will be guided primarily by the sense of duty as elected representatives of our Congress. In casting our votes, may the Constitution and existing laws of the land be our compasses. Also, I trust that the summation of facts that will be presented to us today will be of great value in making fair and impartial judgment. Let the facts and not innuendos or hearsays steer us to a wise decision. And I also now appeal to our people to respect whatever judgment is rendered by the House of Representatives on the issue. The framers of our Constitution have deemed it wise to give Congress the power to grant franchises, knowing fully well that our elected legislators will uphold the interest of their constituents at all times. Rest assured that the voice of our constituents and the voice of our people will prevail. Thank you all. God bless you all. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.